Hey, good morning, everyone. You are tuned into Live Every Day. I don't know where you are. I don't know if you're on T-Rexa device, maybe Echo Dot, the Echo Show. What else do we have? We have YouTube. There's apps and Twitter. There's Twitter, you guys. But good morning. I am in a hotel room. I'm coming from Connecticut, which it probably doesn't look like Connecticut, but it is. That's what's outside. And oh, great. Anna found us on Twitter. Yay. I'm so glad. So that's good news. That's always good news. So good morning. Hello, Steve. Hello, Nathan. Good morning. I want to say I'm really excited to be here because listen, it was a night last night. I did another live event, which I've just decided that's apparently what I do now. I just do live events and then I come on and I hang out with everybody on the air. Here's what's great about today. We've got 2 hours today. Today is Catfish Friday. That's what Anna and I called today because you know what? There's just some things on the planet that look like they're going to be fantastic and they turn out not to be. Or you think this is going to be awful and then it turns out to be fantastic. It goes either way. It's like it could go either way whatsoever. And I find that fascinating. And we call that being catfished. So with that, welcome to Catfish Friday. Welcome to Backchannel, you guys. If you are on a device, oh, good morning, Sheila. Hello. If you're on a device that doesn't have a screen, okay, doesn't have a way to automatically chat, you can go to backchannel.tv and type in your chat and I can talk to you in real time. If you're on YouTube, I can read your chat and talk to you that way. If you have an Echo Show, you can talk to your device and say the magic word say, and then you say what you want to say and it'll type it for you. So for instance, if you want to look at your device, call its name, which we'll just call your device Bob, but that's not the name of your device. But if you say Bob, say, good morning, Liv, it's going to type that for you and I can speak to you. So you guys, welcome to Catfish Friday. You made it. You're in now we're kind of deep into December. We're December 10th. This is, now we're in the month. You know what I mean? You're in there. It's happening, which also means that the holidays are about to happen. They're getting really close, which is great. 2 weeks until Christmas. Wow. When did that happen? Apparently now. So Catfish Friday, you guys, I want to start by talking about this trip a little bit. Have I been catfished? I'm trying to think of this trip and decide. Hello, Amy. Good morning. Have I been catfished? Has there been something that I thought, wow, this on this trip is going to be better than I think it's going to be, and it turned out to be blah? Or I think something's going to be awful, and then it turned out to be great. I got to say, yeah. I got to say this has happened actually quite a bit. All right. I think I catfished Anna on food in New York City. I didn't get her a proper meal in New York. And oh my gosh, do you love these sleeves, everyone? Do you love these sleeves? I'm so in love with these sleeves. Okay. And I feel bad about that. We got catfished, Anna and I, by a hotel we stayed at on Monday. It said it was a 3-star Marriott and it had restaurants and a spa. So I thought, oh, I'm going to treat Anna to this like fancy Marriott. This is going to be so nice. She deserves something nice. We get there and it's like 700 years old. That was a catfish. Don't forget, that is not 3 stars or 4 stars. No. That's not what that is, you know? So I'm at the courtyard here in Stamford, Connecticut, which I don't mind saying because I'm leaving. So I love this Marriott. This is a fantastic Marriott. So, which is a catfish too, because I'm not a big courtyard kind of a gal. And this one is surprisingly fantastic. I would also say that we went and saw the musical Hadestown. I talked about it, I believe, yesterday on the air. And that was a little bit of a catfish. I didn't have high hopes. Sorry, Anna, but I didn't. And it was great. It was really great. Yeah, I was skeptical. Oh, Nathan, with my daily good morning, beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. I am wearing glasses today, everybody. But I thought I kind of went with this, like, like this, what is this? Argyle? Is that what we say? Do we say Argyle situation? I don't know. It just felt kind of nerdy. Like, just kind of like, not that if you wear glasses, you're nerdy. Obviously, I have glasses. So, um, anyway. So, yeah, I was skeptical about this play, and then it turned out to be fantastic. And I want to talk about last night, actually. I was very catfished last night. That's where I was kind of leading to, but I thought, I should, build it up, talk about something first. I don't really have any other things to say. I just want to honor everyone. Hello, April. Hi. I am still in your state. Hope you're doing great. I want to say cheers first before I get into my story for last night. I am having hotel coffee. Hotel coffee, everybody. That's in my hotel room. And it is not good. But you take what you can get. Okay? All right, cheers. Yeah, that's bad. So you guys, let me know what you're drinking. I would love for you to type in a backchannel.tv. Tell me what you're drinking. Tell your Echo Show device what you're drinking. The magic word is say, and you can tell it and it will tell me in a chat. And if you're on YouTube, type it in on the right-hand side. Twitter, I don't know how Twitter works. Anna's going to have to explain that to me. I'm like 90. So if you're on Twitter, good luck. And no, I'm just kidding. Let me know what you are drinking this morning. So last night, I have a live event. Okay. What does that mean? Well, I'm glad you asked. I have a late night show that I made up. I just made it up. I was like, I don't have a lot to do in this pandemic. I'll make up a late night show. I'll be like Johnny Carson and Jimmy Fallon and Jay Leno. And I'm like, God, there's no women in that space. There was Joan Rivers at one point. There's some daytime talk show host ladies. Chelsea Handler, but she's not my cup of tea. A little too risque for me. So I was like, obviously we need someone in a garage making a late night show. I volunteer as tribute. Well, with that idea came, God, this would be really, really fun to do in front of people. So I have a live studio audience when I have a live guest at my studio in Houston. Then I had an idea. Why don't I do this on the road? I could get people together. We could have like 30 people in a room and wine and appetizers and and all the things. And that would be lovely. And then I could just record the show there. Well, that was a great idea until it was time to do it. And then I was like, wait a second, I'm going to go out in front of 30 people that don't know me. And I'm going to try to entertain them and record a show. So I actually have to do things. Like I have to press buttons and I have to set up equipment and I have to do this stuff. Wait, what? I was like, oh my gosh. And I kept thinking, I'm going to catfish these people. I really did. It came in my head. I was like, these people are going to show up and they're going to be like, we're here. We can't wait. And then I'd be like, I don't know how to do it. Sorry, everybody. Glad you came out. So Monday, I was blessed to have Anna. Anna was fantastic. Poor Anna. I do not give her enough things. I'm like, I have to buy her a pony now and a station wagon. I don't know what else I owe Anna, but I owe Anna so much at this point. I'm just forever grateful. Last night, I was on my own for this second live event. And I am freaking out. And I'm really trying to still impress Anna and be like, well, I got it all together, Anna. And she's like, okay, I've seen you. And so I'm trying to smile through do you know where this cord goes? And what do I do with this? And I'm trying to set up all the things. And it is clutch. She's like, oh, you're great. Put this here. You're doing awesome. Put that there. And staying so calm. And I'm sure she got off the phone and just was looking for new jobs. She's at, I don't know any of those websites. Anyway. So, oh, Anna's talking to me. Okay. I'm going to visit her next week and I will buy her all of her food. and groceries and all the things. Anyway, so last night was in front of people I don't know. Monday night was a group of people that I do know. And so that was fun. That was nice. It was a good way to kick off this. Can I do these live events? Can I do these live shows? And does it work? Which I'm starting to learn. Oh, good, April. I'm so good. You're good. That's fantastic. And yo back. I like it. I love that. And yo. So yeah, it was a good run through. It was a real show, but it was a safe space to make mistakes, to learn, to grow, all these kinds of things. So last night I got in my head. I don't know if you guys do this, but in a way I catfished myself. Like I feel like that's what like self-sabotage is. You know what I mean? Like you get in your head and you start saying all this stuff like, you know, self-doubt and lack of self-worth and all this stuff. And what am I doing? And I'm a imposter syndrome. I don't know if you guys are familiar with imposter syndrome. I think that's the ultimate catfish, right? You know, like where you like, you know, put yourself in the, like you present something that isn't real. And so my guests last night in their part of the world are really well known. Like they're really like well known. Caroline and Nick Grayson. Nick was a big NFL football player for a long time and played for the Giants. And for a while, he was a linebacker and went and played for, I think the Packers. I don't know. And like the Broncos. So anyway, and Caroline, like actor, like she, you know, did LA and all this kind of stuff. And that part doesn't bother me. I have been very blessed to have some really talented people in my life. So that part is easy for me. I don't get all like, oh, I'm meeting a NFL, you know, whatever, because it's fine. But I got in my head about these people are going to judge me. They're going to think this is silly. They're going to think this isn't funny. They're going to think this isn't fun. They're not going to be entertained. Here's what was so cool. Last night, I'm interviewing Caroline and Nick, and I learned so much about these people, about the NFL, about this whole, like, what they're trying to do. Nick's story was really interesting about how he got into the NFL, how he was playing, how he had an older brother who also played for the NFL, and how his older brother would make him be basically a punching bag like growing up because he's like 4 years younger. And so the brother decided he was going to be quarterback. So he trained Nick to be a to be a linebacker. So it was really funny. It was like, you know, he was like, yeah, so I just kind of like found my way into the NFL, and they met on a dance floor, him and Caroline at a party, at a random party, and just had this really cute story of how they came to be and what like athletics means to them and football means to them. And they now have a company. Good morning, West. Hi, welcome. Called G12 Generation. And and it's a organic lip balm, and they make it. Caroline invented the recipe herself with her sister-in-law. And the 12 for G12, so the last name is Grayson, so that's the G. Her sister-in-law, so the brother, you know, his brother that was also in the NFL, they have 6 kids, and Caroline and Nick have 2. So 8 kids, 4 adults. So that's the 12, G12. And the generation is the generation of being healthy and organic. It was just really cool and very intentional. And so it was great. It was cool to learn about someone and learn about a product and learn about myself, and to be really grateful to be here in the morning and say, good morning, everybody. We made it. Even if you catfished yourself all week, you've done it. You made it to Friday, to full Friday. Hi, Stacy. Hello. My husband says I look very collegey. Kind of feel like I'm ready to like go take a final. I just want to talk in vocal fry all the time. It's basically my favorite. Anyway, So it was great. Everybody had a great time. The event went really well. And I learned stuff. So, I'm just trying to share a little bit about what's going on these travels and the people and the experiences that I am meeting and going through, and to hear about your days and your life. You guys, I want to know what everybody's doing. I know Sheila's working. I know Nathan is working and getting our little one off. Oh, Stacy is having pancakes this morning. I was waiting, Stacy. You've been having a lot of cereal. I wanted you to have pancakes. I am so tell Aunt Tracy, thank you. I assume Tracy's making them. Anyway, I love it. Oh, you're going to the doctor today. Well, I hope you have a great doctor's visit, Stacy. I hope it goes really, really well. Anna's asking, did everyone actually wear ugly Christmas sweaters? So here's what's so funny about last night's event. It was at a very country club from 1930. This country club was started. It's called Silver Spring Country Club. It's in Ridgefield, Connecticut. I think it's in Ridgefield. Yes, it is. Yeah, and it was established in 1930. It's beautiful. It's like, what's a country club in Connecticut? I mean, compared to the ugly country clubs in Connecticut, like what? It's gorgeous. So the people there are gorgeous. And the Christmas decorations were phenomenal. I was like, what? Like, this is awesome. And it was just really nice. Hello, Alicia. Good morning. Hi. So the woman who was putting on this event for me and this network that I work for, she wanted everybody to wear ugly sweaters, and she had a nice bottle of wine as a prize for whoever had the best ugly sweater. The person who won, you guys, no, not everybody wore them. Like barely anybody wore ugly sweaters, which I felt bad because she was really excited about that part, but nobody was into it. But I was, and I thought it was a great idea. But I think people got nervous. I think people got a little insecure. They're going into a country club, and they were like, do I wear an ugly sweater? Like, people are difficult to get out of their comfort zones. So they were not as open to it. But there was a priest that came, young priest, a doll, great beard, amazing beard, great hair. And he had a sweater that had Santa Claus and Jesus had a bottle of eggnog. So he has his arm around the Santa with this eggnog carton, and he's giving the peace sign. The priest won. It was amazing. It was so great. It was great. And then everybody starts talking about all the Jesus sweaters they've seen. They've seen him like Caroline was saying that there's one of Jesus on a bicycle and Santa is behind him and they're like pedaling together into Christmas. And I was like, it's deep. It's deep. It's a deep sweater. Anyway, it was funny. So that was ugly sweater. That one was the cute little priest that had a great beard. Anyway, so yes, that's it. That is the sweater that won. Oh, Anna, you're a wizard, Harry. Is that hilarious? Is that so funny? And then anybody who's watching a series called The Chosen, the actor in The Chosen is named Jonathan Rumi. And everyone was like, is that Jonathan Rumi on the sweater? Because it kind of looks like him. The bike one came up as suggested, but now I need to find that. Oh, okay, yeah. Anna's going to try to find the bike one of Jesus and Santa. Also, somebody said something about Jesus in a baby carrier. I don't know. Like, I'm like, these are funny. I think they're funny. Anything. Oh, geez. Yeah. Oh, so Tracy did make Stacy's breakfast this morning. I love it. Hello, Tracy. Good morning. That's really funny. I love that they're smiling. I love that Jesus has his leg up. Oh, and Santa has his leg up. and that's great. See, Jesus loves Santa. I love it. In case anybody was worried, we have confirmation. There you go. I didn't have I did wear a sweater. It wasn't ugly. It was cute. But that's all I had. But I brought it. It's the only one that I have from back home. And It's Mickey Mouse. I love Mickey Mouse. Anyway, okay, sorry. That was a long time on the sweaters. You guys, we actually have a great article that we wanted to share. Anna is fantastic, obviously, at finding things, and she found a wonderful article that I want to start out this Catfish Friday with that I think you're going to find interesting. This is Fishy Finds. Fishy Finds, which is our way to say the news. Okay. This is a very hard-hitting journalism show this morning, Live Every Day. This one is a real life catfish situation. Girl confesses on TikTok. Anna, we got to see this. She was telling me about it this morning as I was making my hideous cup of coffee. TikTok catfish dumped when boyfriend learned she scammed him on first date. So, I cannot read that. Let's see. Is it? Yep. Okay. A woman's public breakout is sparking social media. I feel like I'm doing an eye test. I'm like, let's see how many words I can get. Social media mayhem thanks to a viral video in which she admits to tricking her unsuspecting boyfriend into a 2-year relationship by catfishing him on their first date. Oh my gosh. Quote, thinking about the time my friends and I made a catfish account on Bumble because I was too scared to talk to guys, wrote TikTok user, whatever her name is, in the foreground of her chaotic confessional clip, which is backed by Summer Walker's R&B ballad Insane. The video has commanded a whopping 7.2 million views. Holy smokes. And has even caught the attention of MTV's Catfish host Nev Showman, who's 37, and Kami Crawford, who's 29. Quote, I ended up matching with this guy, and he asked, catfish me on this date for drinks. The woman continued, so me and my friends went to the bar that he was at, and when he realized he got stood up and was about to leave, I approached him and started a conversation. Oh, okay, keep going. This is getting so good. But instead of coming clean and admitting that she lured him down to the bar under false pretenses, the woman pretended to have no clue about his blind date no-show. He told me he got stood up, and I told him whoever stood him up was stupid and bought him a drink, she explained. Quote, and now he's been my boyfriend for 2 years and still doesn't know I catfished him. The conniving temptress confessed. Sealing her online admission with a coy, quote, sorry, babe, in parentheses. Wow. Hysterical viewers applauded the woman in her hilarious dating scheme, commenting, quote, this is clever. He should be flattered he put that effort into him, but unfortunately, babe apparently felt more betrayed than he did flattered. She wrote, quote, yeah, I got dumped. The woman said in the caption of the complimentary video, revealing her former sweetheart had turned sour upon learning that she scammed him into their romance. Jeez. Ooh. Oh, man. So he didn't find it funny. They have broken up, but 2 years. Here's my question. Why did she tell him? I wonder. Oh, wow. And he's blocked her from everything and deleted her from all social media. Okay. So what have we learned? Catfishing gets you nowhere. You got to come clean. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be real. People like real, everybody. April says, I love Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Me too. I'm a huge Disney fan. Yeah, Stacey, who doesn't like Mickey Mouse? I don't know. Who are these people? My sweater was cute. I wouldn't say that it was, ugly. It was cute. Wow. Anna thinks that she just wanted to go viral. Good morning, Davey. Hello. Welcome. I know. That's so awful, you guys. That's not the worst catfish story I've heard. I don't think it's the worst catfish story any of us have heard. But icky, that's not fantastic. You know what I mean? That's not cool. I have a catfish story, but no, that's not really true because these people have been writing every single day telling me. I bought an advent calendar, which I showed on the air a couple of shows ago. I act like this show's been around forever. A few months ago. No. Just like last week. So I showed some of my advent calendars, and this next story is about an advent calendar. That's why I'm telling this, because I ordered another one that hasn't come in yet. And we're 10 days into December. Here's why that's really funny. It's a wine calendar. I'm sure you guys have seen this, where you get a little tiny bottle of wine. Like, it's tiny. It's like tiny every day. And they say it's a really great way to like learn new wines and to like taste new wines, because it's just like it's not a big deal. I don't even know if it's a whole glass. I don't think it's a whole glass. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. Hi, Josh. Good morning. Welcome. So, have any of you gotten a wine advent calendar, or a creative type of advent calendar, something that isn't just chocolate or something that isn't just whatever? I'd love to hear. You guys go to backchannel.tv, type in the chat, or talk to your Echo Show. The magic word is say, and tell your Echo Show what you've gotten, that's kind of out of the box. That's cute. Or if you're over at YouTube, Twitter, let me know. But mine hasn't come in. My wine calendar hasn't come in, my advent wine. So I'm gonna have a very whiny epiphany. I don't know. I mean, Valentine's Day. What's coming next? I have no idea. So it'll get here. I didn't really get catfish. They have been very good about communicating, and I feel really bad for them. All the stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of wine for President's Day. I might just give it out as presents. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these wine. Well, what was I going to do in the first place? I don't want to drink wine every day. I mean, I like wine. I like it, but I don't want to do that. Okay, let's see. Nathan says, Nathan is commenting on the first fishy find that we read. I think the reason is that if it's not staged, it seems like she should have shared with him first and not on the internet. Good point. I didn't even think about that. Like the woman who catfished the guy. Yeah, she should have told him. Is it from One Hope? Because those came. No, the wine isn't from One Hope. So One Hope is a great wine company. I have a friend that sells it, and they donate proceeds, every bottle of wine, to, usually you get to pick your charity, but some wines are like specific for charities. So like, if you buy this bottle of wine, they're going to give it to like the Boys and Girls Club, or you buy this bottle of wine, you're going to get, whatever. So One Hope, I don't know, Anna, if you want to throw that up, but it's really cool. It's I mean, if you're going to have wine, might as well also donate, you know what I mean, at the same time. Stacy says, I got an anti-acid calendar. That's great. I obviously need that for whenever the wine comes in. Well, this fishy find is about an advent calendar, you guys. Advent calendar that cost over $800. What? $800. But it was Chanel? It was a Chanel. Is that what you're saying, Anna? It was a Chanel advent calendar that was $800? And it says, but it was like crap. It was like awful. Like nothing. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Wow. When you try to get festive by buying an advent calendar, but left with shattered hopes and dreams. Okay, first of all, that box is fresh. Look at that Chanel box. Wow. If you're looking for a fun advent calendar, you guys, countdowning the days to Christmas, you can probably skip the $825 disappointment that Chanel is trying to hawk. The French luxury fashion house's holiday advent calendar released, for 2021, and it's getting awful reviews on TikTok. What? That's bad. That's like a real Chanel's like legit. Basically, it's a whole mess. And Chanel's response to one user has only made things worse. I bet they're being tone deaf. Keep scrolling to learn. Okay, let's keep scrolling to learn about this advent calendar disaster. TikTok creator. Okay, so there's a TikTok creator, Elise Harmon. She's doing videos reviewing Chanel's advent calendar, and they've gone viral. Elise Harmon, who goes by, I think somebody was talking to me about her. Maybe my best friend Katie was telling me about her yesterday. I feel like this is true. She unpacked her calendar in a series of videos on TikTok. Unfortunately, the calendar did not live up to the hype. It's exorbitant. It's so expensive, and viewers were shocked. Worth the hype? Probably not, but it is pretty. See, so it is a really pretty box, but that is not worth $800. So what was inside? Sorry, everybody. Chanel's website did list the calendar's contents, but let's be real. Most people probably didn't read the fine print and or may have just wanted the calendar to be a surprise. That being said, Chanel selected a few beloved items for the calendar and filled the remaining spaces with pieces that looked as if they were fished out of a claw machine. Ooh, and they used the word fish. The calendar's highlights included many bottles of perfume, okay, hand cream, the size of ketchup, like a condiment cup, and a normal size lipstick and nail polish, and a mini snow globe ornament. The rest was like gaudy doodads, that you wouldn't expect from such a brand. Stickers, stickers, a palm-sized flip book, a bookmark, a key ring, a bracelet that looked like a hair tie, a pendant, a fridge magnet. Y'all, these people paid close to $900 for a hair tie. Oh my, and stickers. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Wow. That is a catfish story if I've ever heard one. Guy reviewed it and gave the cost of each item. What did the final cost come to? Like for real? Like if what was the real? Oh, this is the guy. There were 27 items. Okay, this guy Brian Mundy, I think Munger. I don't know. He said of the 27 items, only 4 were legit, where the prices could be looked up. This sounds awful. So let's see. The lipstick, perfume, nail polish, and hand moisturizer came to $210, which still, you guys, would you pay? I want to hear from you. Stacy's saying, she says that's a lesson. Oh, she has a calendar less than 200. Yes. And it's Sense Encounter, and you can get, horoscopes for each day. Well, I'm sure there's all types of calendars for all the things, right? And that I think you could probably do way less than 200. But oh my gosh. He said the remaining 23 items would be $27. So the stickers are definitely not worth anything. He said, I think $400 would have been more fair price for this. $27 for the stickers? Exactly. And $400 for for an advent calendar and a fridge magnet. You guys, would you do this? Would you do this? I mean, Nathan says that seems crazy. It costs more than the manger, as in like where baby Jesus was born, manger. I don't know what that means. It's a profit deal. Is also what he said. That's a quote from the great film that you could not make today called The Jerk with Steve Martin. That is fascinating. Whoa. Catfish Friday, y'all. So what have we learned? Don't buy wine advent calendars unless they're going to get here in time. But here's the thing, it's wine. So you can drink it. Like, at least it's not going to go bad. You know what I mean? Like, Stacey has a horoscope advent calendar. And don't buy from Chanel, their calendar. Their advent calendar. That's a bad idea. And apparently they don't care. They're probably going around going, we're Chanel. Like what? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to make it out of this, you guys. We have a really strong brand. They're not going to care. And it says, should it be an expiration date on the wine? Exactly. So who cares that I can't drink up until Christmas? I'll drink after it. No, not really. I talk about drinking. I said this to Anna. I was like, I talk about it all the time. And I don't. I'm like, what? It just sounds fun to say. I don't know, like, oh, my boozy advent. But it's not happening. I'm catfishing myself there. I'm drinking bad coffee. You guys, we like to celebrate every single day here on the show. Live every day, right? We're happy to be alive. We're happy to just make it to Friday. But we're beyond, survival. Last year, 2020 was survival. Everybody was in survival. We were just trying to make it to the next day. And now I feel like we're coming out of that. We're not out of the woods. Believe me, I know. And I'm not trying to say that. Things are very real all over in a lot of same issues that we've had, but I feel like at least we know what we're facing now. You know what I mean? Like we kind of these aren't all new surprise. Remember, every day last year was like something else, the economy, jobs, and whatever, kids out of school, pandemic, like so many things. Hello, Hudson. Good morning. So it was difficult. And now we're in this space of, yeah, we have the job thing. Yeah, we have the supply chain is broken, and there isn't any cream cheese in New York, which isn't true. I was going to talk about that today too. I'll talk about that later. So yesterday was National Pastry Day and Christmas Card Day. Don't panic. If you didn't do your Christmas cards yesterday, you can do them today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so why do we have that as a national day? I don't know. So if we missed it, we also, pretend, today could be National Time Traveler Day. You go back and eat a pastry today and do some Christmas cards. But in honor of that, we're going to backtrack a little and play a game, you guys. We're going to play a game that I don't know about. Anna likes to surprise me. I'm excited. I mean, this is going to be great. It's guess which time of year. Okay. So we're going to guess which time of year people have traveled to in these movies. Anna's made a slideshow of this. So this is going to be great. We're going to go back in time. We're all going to get pastries and do our Christmas cards, and we're going to play this game. You don't really have to do that. You don't have to get a pastry. You don't have to get a Christmas card, but you need to guess which time of year. So you're going to guess the time. You're going to guess the year. So remember when we were doing, y'all were doing really good with the toys the other day. Wasn't that the toy game that people were guessing? The year that certain toys came out. Sheila was owning that game. Okay, so this one is people time travel to these movies. Okay, so characters in films. Oh, Sheila says it was a Santa game. For the year, it was the Santa game? Okay, thank you, Sheila. Sheila, yes. I feel like you are the show historian. Can we have names? Stacy can be, like vice president. Sheila's the historian. I don't know. Make us a scrapbook, Sheila. That's what Anna just wrote. That's hilarious. That's really funny. Okay, so what year did these characters time travel to? What year? Ooh, this is a fantastic film. You guys, everyone remembers Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. And, they went to a lot of years. They time travel the whole film. Like, that's the whole point of this film. That's what they do. But what year does it start in? Like, what year does Bill and Ted actually live in? You know what I mean? Does anybody remember what year it is for them? I'm trying to think. I'm going to guess, what year did Bill and Ted start in? Oh, like, where does Rufus open the movie? Like, what year? The future. Oh, really? I was going to, you know what I'm thinking, Anna? Okay, I'm thinking what year Bill and Ted came out, and I was like, I bet it's like 1989. And you're like, Liv, what time does the film? The actual stuff going on in the film. I know, baby Keanu. Look at baby Keanu. Okay, where does Rufus start telling the story from? What year? And they do the whole. Okay. It's coming out. It'd be excellent to each other. Yes, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna say 3035. I don't know why. It pops in my head. 3035. I don't know if that's true. You know what else is really interesting is that my son, when he turned 16, which is shocking, he's 18 now. But anyway, I don't know how I have a kid that old. But when he was 16, we rented out a theater, which sounds really bougie, but it's not that hard to do. It's a small theater. And we invite all of his friends, and we showed Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. And I had a cake, a 3D cake, like how they do on TV, like all those baking shows, of the telephone booth made for his birthday cake. And I gave out cotton candy, like I was like, what do you give for take homes for teenagers? So I got all this really cool cotton candy that was neon colored and stuff like that. That was in all this stuff. And they got to order whatever they wanted. Like, it was one of those places where you get like burgers and fries and stuff. And it was such a great party. It was such a great party. And half the kids had never seen Bill and Ted. Food, always food for teenagers. Exactly. April says 1975. Stacey says 1983. I'm saying 3035. I'm ready for the answer. 2,688 AD. 2688 AD. That's hard to say. Rufus says that. Rufus says 2,688, the future. It has it written. San Dimas, 2026-88. San Dimas. Wow. Okay. I was ahead. I was wrong. Okay. Back to the Future. He means to travel to 2015, but ends up in this year instead. You guys know this. You absolutely know. What year did Marty McFly from Back to the Future, what year did he go to? What year did he time travel to? I bet most people can even remember the date. Ooh, extra points if you know the date. The full date that he puts into the DeLorean. Anybody know? What year does Marty McFly go to? Nathan is guessing 1955. Sheila guesses 2010. I'm going to guess the first movie. So the first movie, what is the first film, Sheila, where he travels actually back in time? And I'm going to guess the full date. I'm going to say October 3rd, 1955. But yeah, go ahead. You can put up the answer. Was it 1950? Yes, 1955. Oh, it's October 15th. Well, daggum. I knew it was October. October 15th, 1955 is the year that Marty McFly travels back in time. What was Jerry Lewis in the News, right? That sang, I'm going back in time. Okay, I can't sing. X-Men. Good job, Liv. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. She's also a hype girl. Sheila's my hype girl. X-Men, Days of Future Past. Eee. Wow. So is this, Anna, you're going to have to tell me, do they go in? I haven't seen this film. I'm not a big X-Men gal. When am I? Okay, they go back in time. So this X-Men film, the cast goes back in time. What year do they go? Sheila's not an X-Men girl either. Oh, no. Let me see if Nathan knows. He's not really into X-Men. Nathan knew it was October for the last one. Stacey's going to say 2031. That's a good guess. Yeah, because when is X-Men actually happening, right? Because their back in time situation could be, because I don't know when they could be living in the year 5000. So that's a really good guess, Stacey, that 2031, they could be going back in time. Anna says the characters on the right are from the time that they go back to. Oh, if you can see the photo, if you can see the picture. Oh, no, the left. Oh, the left. The left is when they go back. James McAvoy. Okay. And the real year it's a real year that has already happened. So, okay. So not 2031, but you're thinking right, Stacey. Okay. I'm going to say 2001. I literally have no idea. But that always sounds like what they do. Nathan says this is not the best movie franchise. It's not. It really isn't. Stacey says 2006. Nathan says 1948. That doesn't look like 1948 to me. But okay. I can say that. It's Nathan. 1973. Really? That's interesting. The costumes are cool. Well, that one sounds kind of cool, I got to say. Nathan, we need to watch that. Oh, I forget that Jennifer Lawrence is in the X-Men franchise in this part. That was a good year. That was the year you were born. Oh, Sheila, that was a good year. I'm so glad you were born. She wasn't always rogue. That's funny. Avengers Endgame. Can we just pause and talk about how this is one of the greatest films ever made? Can we just take a moment, raise our hands and praise and thank Hollywood? Thank you, Hollywood. God, that's a great film. I flipping love Endgame. April was born in 79. April, I was born in 77. Look at that. That's great. Look at all these 70s babies. I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, Endgame. Shoot. Boy, Anna, they travel back a lot though in Endgame. Where do they go back in? Like a place? Oh, the first time. The first time, where do they go? To stop the snap. Oh, for the love of everything with Thanos. Da da da. Ugh! I don't know. Let me see if Nathan knows. Does anybody know? Nathan says present day. Oh, that's an interesting guess. As in like now, as in like present day. Interesting. They go back to the first movie. I agree, Sheila, because I remember Cap. Oh, I'm trying to think of where Captain America. Sheila laughing out loud. They go back to the first movie. I'm like, okay. I don't know the year. 2001. I don't know. I literally have no idea. I am no help. Nathan says present day. I know Cap goes back to the 1950s. Right. I was going to say the same thing. Cap goes back to the 1950s and he stays. Ooh, I'm not going to say anything. Sorry. I know. You know what? If you haven't seen Endgame at this point, I can't. All right, Anna, tell us. We have no idea. Oh, hint. It's the year Infinity War came out. Year of the snap, 2018. Stacey was born in 87. Oh, I'm only 10 years older than you, Stace. Sheila, we should make this a drinking game. God, I love you, Sheila. Sheila is historian. She's hype girl, and she's our social director. 2018. So Nathan was the closest. Oh, Nathan said 1941, but no. Oh, are you doing this one? Kate and Leopold. What year was Leopold from? No, he's not guessing that one. Sorry. Oh, geez. Oh, don't you know? Anna goes, I realize I have multiple Hugh Jackman movies. You don't have The Greatest Showman. Or do you? Sheila says 1888. It's a good guess. That's a good guess. Okay. Did anyone like this film, by the way? I was a huge Meg Ryan fan. Oh, Anna says you're close, Sheila. You're close. Anna likes this film. Iconic, ironic, considering I'm not. I was going to say, you don't like Hugh Jackman, Anna. Nathan, what do you guess for this? Oh, 1941 was Captain America. Okay. You're so cute. So when movie was released, it was present day. Oh, is that true? In 2018, it was Oh, ooh, you're so smart. I look collegey and you are collegey, Nathan. Okay, Sheila's close with 1888. I'm going to say 1865. I don't know. I don't know. We're ready. You can throw up the. Dang it. 1876. Kind of like when we became a country. 1776. Not really. That's so funny. So Leopold was from 1876. Does anybody remember that? Anna does. Anna remembers that. That's so funny. That's so great. Anything else? Any other? Is that the end of the game? Yep, that's the end of the game. Game over. That was harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought I'm such a movie buff and I love that kind of stuff, but man, that's hard. Oh, Sheila said that was fun. Oh, Anna. Sheila liked your game. Thanks, hype girl Sheila. She said she had to Google so many of them. Anna had to figure it out. That was a great idea. Anna, thank you, friend. That was good. And that was fantastic. Oh, Nathan actually guessed 1886. You were close, Nathan. Nathan was off by 10 years. Oh, Sheila says, great job, Anna. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love that everybody's so supportive. Get that girl a mug. That's what Anna said. I know, Sheila, you're getting a mug. Sheila gets a mug. So this weekend coming up, you guys, you got that big Navy Army game that is tomorrow that I talked about forever. I don't know why. I've never been into this game so much before. But that is tomorrow. That is Saturday, December 11th. I actually know friends who are getting together for it. Also, Our Lady of Guadalupe is on the 12th. I know a lot of people are into that, especially, we have a huge Latin community in the States. And so that's a very big deal. National Noodle Day. Yes. Who doesn't love noodles? Can I just say, there used to be a place in Houston, Texas. You guys, listen to this. Oh, it was so good. It was a restaurant. Nathan's going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I know he knows what I'm talking about. It was called Rickshaw. It was really cute. On the tables, they had little rickshaws. Where the guy, like, you can sit in it. Like, we have rickshaws. No, we don't. Yeah, we do. We have rickshaws in Houston. New York has a lot of rickshaws because, like, all over the city, you have these guys that run or they are on bicycles and they pull that cart, like behind them. So they had little rickshaws filled with soy sauce on the tables. Really, really cute. So anyway, at this place, they handmade noodles and you could watch it at this restaurant. You could watch the cooks make noodles, and they had this really cool machine that's like doing this thing. It was almost like a taffy machine, like you could watch, like I can watch people make saltwater taffy, and they would take the noodles that they made and they would deep fry it. And it was like a noodle dough. It was called noodle bread. I can't talk about it. It was so good. And I have never in my life, and believe me, I eat a lot. Why go to eat a lot? Nathan writes best ever bread. I'm not kidding. I'm not even kidding. Deep fried noodle bread. So good. If anybody finds out that anyone else on the planet makes deep fried noodle bread, let your girl know. Okay? Let me know. I need it. I need it back in my life. Yeah. Oh, Sheila is going to be at Epcot this weekend. What? Is this your first time to go into the park since you moved to Florida, Sheila? Stacy says that's great because you get to learn something new. Yes. And April loves Epcot. Have fun. Epcot is my favorite. Out of all the places at Disney, the parks, favorite. Oh, and she's going to Hollywood Studios. Are you going to try to ride Rise of the Resistance? Sheila, have you ridden Rise of the Resistance? Thank you, Anna. Epcot is so underrated. People don't get Epcot. And then when they do, then they're like, this is the best park. And I'm like, I know. It's always been the best park. It's fantastic. The countries are amazing. Okay, but Sheila, have you gone on Rise of the Resistance yet? Rise to the Resistance? Rise of the Resistance? I can't ever remember like the middle parts. Have you gone yet? Or would it be your first time? Aw. Sheila says, thank you, April. Wish you were here. That's so cute. I love that everybody's being friends. This is so great. You're going to try it. You haven't been. Okay. I want everybody to pray for Sheila. I want us all to put in good vibes, lots of positive energy because you got to ride. This is what I'm doing, Sheila. I'm doing this. I'm your hype girl. You're going to get on Rise of the Resistance. You got to tell us on Monday if you did it. I legit cried when I got off the ride. I cried. I made a video. I actually made a video crying. It was so good. It's so good. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. Okay. Hannah said that she wants to go to Disney in January. She's considered signing up for the marathon, the Disney marathon. So she has an excuse to go, but she doesn't run. Well, listen, I'm going in April, Anna. We might just have to have a work trip and hang out with our girl, Sheila. Sheila, when I'm there in April, will you come visit me at the parks? Oh, that would be so fun. Anna said, sorry, Nathan. He's excited. Also this weekend, you guys, is Gingerbread House Day. And I'm glad that this came out because our friend Sheila is going to Disney World this weekend. Sheila, if you get a chance, but you'll be in the parks, but if you get a chance, go to, I don't know if you've been to the parks during Christmas. I'm about to say something. You know what? I'll say it on Thursday because that's to tell the truth. And I've got it to tell the truth about New York and Disney with Christmas. So make a note for run of show for Thursday. I'll save that. But Disney World does Christmas, okay? However, so do the resorts. The resorts, you guys. And this is not a catfish. You go to, even through the pandemic, you go to the Grand Floridian Hotel, which is on the monorail. It's fancy schmancy. I've never stayed there, but it looks gorgeous. I've eaten there. I do their tea there. My kids love high tea. They love afternoon tea. Oh, she says, oh yeah, we're going to the Grand Floridian. Good. But they have a gingerbread house, and I'm sure you know this, that you can walk through. It is ginormous. Okay. The trees are magnificent in every resort. My favorite tree actually is at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Fantastic. Animal Kingdom, the resort, has the best tree. And really cool activities. Actually, Sheila, if you want to do this, because I know you have your niece and nephews, but they you can make ornaments there at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and they have crushed up ostrich eggshells that they dye different colors, and you can glue them onto ornaments. So it's really cool because it's like an African craft. So rad. But anyway, you can buy the shingles of the gingerbread house at the Grand Floridian. Yeah, so you got to check that out, especially because it's Gingerbread Day. Who knew? So you guys can celebrate. And also there's Poinsettia Day, which I did not know how to say poinsettia. I said poinsettia my whole life. Oh, it's a poinsettia, like happy, whatever. And poinsettia is how you actually say it. And I learned that from a Hallmark film. I'm not kidding. The whole thing was about poinsettias. Like it was one of the holiday films, and now I know how to say it. And I just thought I'd let you guys know. And yes, Poinsettia Day is coming this weekend. So you guys have lots of things to celebrate, which is so fantastic as we go into this next hour. Yeah, especially if you're I mean, it's just it is how you say poinsettia. Look it up. Say to Google or whatever, like how do you say, or type it in, Anna. Well, you can type it in. It'll say poinsettia. Isn't that fascinating? I'm not catfishing you. Hallmark would not lead us astray, Anna. She's like, I'm doubting. Thank you. April's sending good vibes to Sheila, and April's birthday is April 20th. Oh, nice. Well, you got to come on down to Disney. We're gonna have a Live Every Day meetup. Everybody gets a mug that comes to Disney in April. God, that would be fun. Okay. Anyway, so you guys, we have 2 hours today, which is fantastic. I'm on the air from 8 to 10 Eastern every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I've got a little treat for you guys next week. You're going to be so excited. Not really. You probably will, whatever. But next Tuesday, December 14th, Anna and I will be here for 2 hours. Normally, Tuesday, Thursday, we're only on the air for 1 hour, but they need us to fill in the hour next Tuesday. So next week, we'll have a 2-hour show, 4 days instead of 3. But today is a 2-hour show day. So we'll go into the next hour, you guys. It's already 9:00 on the East Coast. Good morning, East Coast. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good one. Welcome to your Friday. You've made it. This is Live Every Day. You're on Backchannel. What is there not to love? Hopefully, you all have mimosa in your cup, coffee in your cup. All I've got is water now. I already drank my coffee. So hopefully it gets me through the next hour. It will. I'm not worried. But let's get right into sports, shall we? Let's kick it off for, let's see what's going on in the realm, in the world of sports. We'd like to highlight it because here's the thing. I have some sister-in-laws that are super big sports fans. And I know that not every woman is into it, but there's a lot of women that are. And I love that. So I want to let's celebrate sports. Everybody can talk about it. I love that. So in case anybody's like, why are you doing that? The Winter Olympics are coming up in 2022. You guys, we're already going to be in the year 2022. That sounds futuristic. That sounds legit. Like we should be in flying cars. You know what I mean? Like 2022. What Winter Olympics 2022. Beijing will host both Olympics and Paralympics. Beijing hosted the Summer Games 14 years ago. So, events are alpine skiing. I don't know how that was 14 years ago. How was the Beijing Olympics 14 years ago? You know what's so funny, Anna? Sorry, I'm pausing. You know what's so interesting, you guys? I remember, hi, Fanny. Hello. Good morning. I remember the opening ceremony from Beijing. Do you remember that? It was like epic. Like they did an epic. China does awesome openings. You know, the closing, I'm sure, was fantastic, but something about the opening was like legit blow your mind. It was phenomenal. It was a catfish situation. Everybody was like, I mean, oh, okay. And then everybody was like, oh my God, it's all anybody talked about forever. Yeah, it was a big deal. And they did build a crazy stadium for the Olympics. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so the events, in case anybody wants to see if they can get in last minute, that's not how the Olympics work. But alpine skiing, I can't do that. Biathlon, what? I don't even know what that is in the Winter Olympics. Bobsled, cross-country skiing, curling. That's the one all of us feel like we have a shot. Like, if you're going to get in the Winter Olympics, you might be able to do curling. That might, Anna, you'll have to throw up a picture of curling. Because I remember when, I'm going to pause here and talk about this. When did curling come on the scene? You know what I mean? They had a curling bar at Bryant Park here in New York City. I'm about to be back in the city, you guys. I'll be back in the city tonight. Can't wait to be back in Manhattan. Yes, in the city. How do you train for curling? Well, I guess if you live in New York City, Sheila, you go to Bryant Park and you play. I have no idea. Anna, curling is where you take that little thing, right? It's like a what is this? It's like it's like a disc with a handle. It's a handle disc, right? And you like do this motion and then you hit like a puck. I made all that up. I mean, that's just kind of what it looks like to me. Mariana, good morning. Welcome. Is this our team? This is the Olympic curling team? There's also a lot of grunting, Sheila says. Is that like in tennis when you have to make a noise? You know, they like, I'm like, I could do that. That I can do. Well, there's curling. Figure skating. That's a favorite. That's a favorite. I mean, it is. It's, oh, see, there it is. There's that thingy. Oh, that's right. They do have the brushes. I love that they're wearing caps and they're just, I don't think I ever realized that curling, you're wearing shoes and not ice skates because it's on ice. I have so many questions. Are their feet cold? Also, they look like they're out. Like the guy, I love the guy on the right. He has a handkerchief in his back or like a towel. He has his brush. He's in his sneakers and he has a ball cap. He looks like he's on the maintenance crew. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Interesting, guys. This was the Olympic team from a few years back that everyone joked looked like dads who accidentally ended up there. That's not, did they think that was funny? Because they do. They look like dads or like the maintenance crew that's coming in to like work on the stadium or the arena. That is hilarious. These are Olympians, you guys. These are our Olympic team, and this is their uniforms. I love the neon towel. They look great. There's hope for us. There is hope for all of us. Curling gives everyone hope. Curling gives everyone hope. Okay, that was funny. Figure skating, freestyle skiing, hockey, luge, Nordic combined. I don't know what that means. Nordic combined. Short track. That sounds promising. I can do things that are short. Sheila says we need to have Liv's curling team. You guys, let's start a curling team. That would be amazing. I might have a chance. Ski jumping, that one makes me nervous. Oh my gosh. My mom kicks in. I am like, huh. Olympic biathlon and top 5 things to know. Oh, are we going to read this? Okay. Everything you need to know about the biathlon. I didn't know what this was. Okay. So it started at the 1960 Winter Olympics in Squaw Valley. I've stayed there. I stayed at Squaw Valley, California at the resort. You guys, you can get great deals at that resort. Like we got to stay there for like $70. I'm not kidding. And it is awesome. Okay. What are the top 5 things? Are these all the things? Are these just, oh, my chair's very wiggly. Are these just the, okay. This is just it. Okay, whatever. I don't know what it is. Biathlon. I don't know what they do. Okay. So, here we go. Each biathlon event is treated as a race, with athletes skiing through a trail whose distance is divided into shooting rounds. Depending on the event, missed shots result in additional time or distance being added to the athlete's total. So you're skiing and shooting? What? That is fascinating. That is wild. And I want Nathan to have a curling team. That is bizarre. And it's been around since the 19... Wow. Good morning, Rebecca. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. So glad you're here. Let's see. Stacy says, I've attended the Special Olympics in Springtown. You can run the track in the Special Olympics. That's awesome, Stacy. We have an athlete. Stacy can sing and she's an Olympian. I love it. That's really cool. Sheila says our training camp can be at Disney. I vote yes. I vote yes. We now have a curling team, everybody. It has been said, our social director and historian Sheila has made it so. Anna says, Sheila, scope out a rink for us this weekend. That's hilarious. Okay, so snowboarding and speed skating. I have a friend who is a gold Olympian. And on my podcast, Talk to Me with Liv Harrison, he was my first podcast. He was my first episode. His name is Chad Hedrick. We've known each other since 5th grade. And he was in the 2006 Turin Olympics that were in Italy. And what's so cool about Chad was he was a speed skater his whole life. Like his parents owned the local skating rink where I live in Houston. So since the age of 5, he would speed skate. And he was like the world champion for 10 years in speed skating. But nobody knows about roller skating, speed skating. I mean, it's inline, but so he decided at the age of 25 or something to switch to ice. And he skated with Apollo Ono, they were on the same Olympic team. But what's really cool about Chad is in 2006 at the games, he won the first gold medal for the U.S. He was the first gold medal for the U.S. that year. My friend Chad. And you'll have to check out his podcast if you want. Anyway, when I interviewed him. But he's a fantastic guy, great Olympian, and did a lot for the Olympics, and he does a lot for athletes, and he's just got a big heart. So anyway, that's always kind of fun about the Winter Olympics. I think of him, and I love watching speed skating because of Chad now. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, I'm into this. So, oh, Stacy, that's so great. So Stacy, are you still involved in the Special Olympics? Do you still compete? Can we watch? Can we support you? Good morning, Bill. Welcome. So glad you are here. This is so cool, you guys. How fun. All right. So the sports of going on with the Olympics. I don't know if you guys know this, but the U.S. has announced a diplomatic boycott of the games. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean that we won't be there? There won't be any American Olympians? And my other question is, will it be aired in the U.S.? Will we be able to watch it? Or do we not get to watch it? And it's could you read the article, Liv? All right. This is from December 8th, everybody. Prime Minister Boris Johnson said on Wednesday that there would be, quote, effectively a diplomatic boycott of the 2022 Beijing Olympics by Britain, which has now joined the U.S. and others in pulling its top officials from attendance of the Winter Games. The boycott by Britain means that athletes will be allowed to compete, but provides a way for the country to publicly condemn China for its human rights abuses. Australia and Lithuania have also announced a diplomatic boycott. Later on Wednesday, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of Canada said his country would follow suit. Quote, I don't think the decision by Canada or many other countries is going to come as a surprise to China, he said. added that the decision to join the diplomatic boycott is, quote, a continuation of us continuing to express our deep concerns about human rights violations. Wow. Later on Wednesday, Mr. Johnson, I just read that. Mr. Johnson initially stopped short when asked in Parliament whether Britain planned to join a formal diplomatic boycott, saying, quote, we do not support sporting boycotts, but then confirmed that there were no plans for ministers to attend. So is that all that means? Is that what a diplomatic boycott is? So the athletes get to attend? Am I understanding this correctly? And we get to watch, but we just don't send diplomats? Like we don't send presidents or top officials? Yeah, we are competing, but our top officials aren't going. We just don't send diplomats. Okay, interesting. I thought we weren't getting to compete, actually. Do they care if our diplomats come? You know what I mean? Like, is China sitting around going, yeah, I was confused by this. There's not a lot of information that I think is correct about this whole thing, because I keep hearing that the U.S. is boycotting the Olympics. The U.S. is boycotting the Olympics, but that's not quite exactly what's happening. Sandra, hello. Good morning. Wow. Nathan says it's basically a weak boycott. I was going to say, it doesn't really do anything. Like, they're probably sitting there thinking, great, there's some extra hotel rooms and food. Because putting on the Olympics is not an easy feat. You know what I mean? Hello, Mark. Good morning. Welcome. And very good morning. Wow, it's early where you are. So that's interesting. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this boycott that the U.S. is doing, Canada's doing, Britain's doing, Australia and Lithuania? I'm sure others will join. Who knows? But do you think this actually makes an impact to have a diplomatic boycott? Or do you agree with Nathan and think this is weak? Is that the stadium? If you guys are watching on your Echo show or on YouTube, I think we're streaming on Twitter as well. You guys, this stadium is unreal. Wow, that's gorgeous. If you're listening, you guys will have to check it out. You got to Google it for real. It is breathtaking. Jeez, that's cool. I don't know. My opinion on this boycott. Oh my gosh. That's the speed skating arena, or is that just they built this for the Winter Olympics? That is so cool. This is so cool. Wow. Jeez. Oh, and Stacy is not competing in the Special Olympics. She hasn't been in a long time. She was in school when she did it. Well, I'm really proud of you, Stacy. I think that's really fantastic. Congratulations. That is awesome. That is awesome. We got an Olympian with us today. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to say, I think that's a weak boycott. I don't really think, Nathan says, not to get political, but we have gone from obnoxious geopolitical stance to pathetic geopolitical stance. Oh, I see. Yeah, we've kind of swung the pendulum. Like, oh, we're so dramatic. Like, oh, we're not going to do this. Nathan's having strong opinions. He comes in strong. Yeah, we're still sending people because we've not sent people to the Olympics before, which there's a lot about that because, you know, you've had these people train all year. That's cute. Their whole lives. Let's be honest. This is the 2022 venue. It's Anna says it's going to reduce. The new venue reduces the carbon footprint. Is that what you're saying? Okay. So Anna writes, in a landmark decision guided by the International Olympic Committee, the IOC, natural CO2 refrigeration systems will be used in most of the Beijing 2022 ice venues. This will decrease the overall carbon footprint by the Olympic Games, Beijing 2022. Well, there's that. I don't know, you guys. Yeah, it did get political fast. But anyway, okay. So I don't know. Are you going to tune in and watch? I want to tune in and watch because I want to support the athletes. I mean, I have actually a few friends that are Olympians and I know what they do. Like I know what the training is. Like that's who I'm supporting is like our civil, I like our citizens. Is that what I say? Supporting our citizens, our athletic citizens. I don't know. Something to think about. Wow. Okay. Well, that's exciting. Nathan says that's so misleading, but I love bobsled and skating. You love bobsled? Oh, that's a good question. I didn't think to ask everybody. What is your favorite Winter Olympic sport, you guys? What do you like to watch? Anna, what's your favorite? Sheila, Bill, Nathan's is bobsledding and skating. Like, do you mean figure skating or do you mean speed skating, Nathan? Anna says bobsled and luge make her scared. It is scary. It's scary to watch. It's like, are they gonna make it? Like, it's kind of like Sheila loves figure skating, bobsledding, and skiing. Are you gonna tune into the biathlon where they ski and shoot? I might watch curling. I like figure skating. I like speed skating. I mean, even though I get really, really nervous, I do like the skiing jump situation. I mean, they do that lean thing and they soar. Oh, but I'm always like, what if there's a rock? Okay. Fascinating. All right, you guys, let's see what's on the radar for today. What is on the radar? Kristen Bell, she has a new show. She has a 14-word name. The name of the show is The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window. Good morning, Santa. Thanks for joining. I hope you're getting some rest. It's a film. Is it a film or is it like a series? Oh, Anna, is this, I don't know what this is. It's gonna premiere on Netflix in January. Originally, it was just gonna be called Woman in the Window. Yeah. But now it's a dramedy. It's a dramedy. Oh, it is a series. It's a series. Okay. So it's a dark comedy. It's a parody of films like The Girl on the Train and Woman in the Window. Oh, how funny. Wow. Ooh, that doesn't look like Kristen Bell at all. This is Kristen Bell, you guys, from, Frozen. She's from a lot of things, but that's how the kids will know her. She's Anna. That is interesting. It's a 14. Okay. The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window. It's a dramedy. She makes sense to do dramedies. I mean, I get that because she's funny and, all the things. Oh, yes. Veronica Mars. That is where she really has her claim to fame. I have a funny Veronica Mars story. Well, that's a little strong. It's not really a Veronica Mars story, but I don't know. Anna says every book and movie nowadays is some combo of those words. That's true. Okay, let's read this. The series, which parodies the thrillers like The Girl on the Train and The Woman in the Window, is described in Netflix's official press release as a, quote, a darkly comedic. Oh, Anna, can you make it a little, it's like a weird type. If you could make it a little closer. The darkly comedic, wine-soaked satirical slant on the psychological thriller, but we'll have you guessing who, what, where, why, and how in the hell until the very end. Intrigued yet? Learn more about the upcoming series before it hits Netflix, January 2022. Whoa. Good morning, Jeremiah. Hello. That sounds kind of cool. I don't know. Wow. I don't know. It's kind of cool. We'll have to see. We'll have to check it out. It sounds fun. It does. It sounds like Dead to Me. Anna says what she loved. I loved Dead to Me. God, I loved that series. That was a fantastic series. That was really interesting. Yeah. What was the one with Nicole Kidman and Reese Witherspoon? Sheila's gonna know. Anna's gonna know. It was another. It was a tough show to watch, but it was so good. Anyway, Big Little Lies. Yeah, Big Little Lies. Yeah, how have we not talked about this, Anna? Big Little Lies was great. Oh, the book is fantastic. I'm sure it is. Leanne Moriarty, I don't know how to say her name, is a great writer. Good for her. I can't say her name. That's so funny. Anyway, can you repeat the question? Oh, I was asking, I was trying to remember Big Little Lies. I said Nicole Kidman and Reese Witherspoon were in a great series, and I couldn't remember the name. But this is on the radar. Like, this is like, oh, everybody's talking about this thing. So we'll find out if it's a catfish, you guys. We're gonna find out if this is a good thing or not a good thing. You know what I mean? This new series that Kristen Bell is gonna be in. Here is really big news for Anna and I. You know what's on the radar for today? Does everybody know what? Oh, of course, Sheila, you're welcome. Does everybody know what's coming out today, December 10th? It's a big day. Here we go. It is West Side Story Day. The new Steven Spielberg film. Oh, Sheila knew. West Side Story is coming out today. Steven Spielberg. I mean, first of all, he's a genius. He's Spielberg. Everybody loves Spielberg. There has been so much hype about this film. We're going to have to find out if this is a catfish situation or if it lives up to the hype. That's really what that Catfish Friday is celebrating. But talk about on the radar. This film is getting reviews about being better than the original. I don't know if I've ever heard that, especially with classics. I mean, West Side Story with I almost said Natalie Portman. It's not Natalie Portman. Natalie Wood, Rita Morano. Oh, geez. I'm blinking out on what's his face. He was also in Seven Brides, and his daughter is a famous star now. Oh gosh, what is his name? Anyway, so West Side Story, the original, was super famous. I mean, like it was made forever ago, and all the Latina characters are actually Latino. Like all the Latin characters are actually Latino. That's a big deal. That's a big thing. Oh, I'm nervous. I mean, to say that a film is better than the original, that's pretty crazy. And Sheila's saying, I think it's great that they have, done this for a whole new generation. Remade it for a new generation. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. And I wonder, what I want to know is why Spielberg decided to take on the project. Like, is it his favorite musical? Like, is he, I don't know. Oh yeah. Wait, is it going to be in theaters, Anna? I'll go to the theater and watch it with you. Oh, that would be amazing. I want to see it. I'll wait for you. Nathan says it's an interesting director choice. It is. And that's what I want to know. Was it Spielberg that went to, the people and said, I want to make this film? You know what I mean? Like, he offered the project, or was he approached by the project and they said, we would love for you to take this on as a director? That I don't know. I don't know the answer for that. Nathan says it's risky, but it may pay off. That is risky. I mean, when you take a classic film, like nobody's done The Wizard of Oz. I mean, we've done The Wiz, which is a classic on its own, and we've done Return to Oz, but nobody's redone The Wizard of Oz, and nobody's redone Sound of Music. They did Sound of Music live, but they haven't done, you know what I mean? Like, this is a risky move. Willy Wonka, they redid. I mean, how are you going to get better than Gene Wilder? You can't. Like, I like the new Willy Wonka because it's so weird. It's like so weird. I'm like, okay. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. So we'll see. It comes out today. Does slideshow for this about whether or not people sing? Oh, Anna has a game for us about whether people sang in the show. Like if they're actually singing or they're being like voiceovered. Is that what you're saying, Anna? Like they're being like dubbed over by an actual singer and they're just lip syncing? Is that what we're saying? Yeah. What? I didn't know they did that anymore. That kind of reminds me of remember when on Saturday Night Live, Ashley, what's her face? When she got caught lip syncing on Saturday Night Live. Oh my gosh. What is her name? Jessica Simpson. Ashley Simpson. Ashley Simpson was on Saturday Night Live and was lip syncing as the live guest. And man, people lost their minds. But then you watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, they're all lip syncing. You know what I mean? Like you can't. Okay, Anna, let's play. Let's play. So we're ready for this game. Whether people are lip syncing like Ansel, how do you say his name? Ansel Elgort. Is he singing? Yep, that's really the cast of West Side Story singing the movie's iconic songs. The costumes look unreal. They look unreal. Unreal. Wow. Is this Maria? Is this who plays Maria? She's got to be incredible. Rachel Zegler. Wow. She sings all of her own songs as new Maria. Lifelong theater kid. She auditioned for Maria when her friend sent her a link to an open casting call. She submitted a self-tape singing I Feel Pretty, and the rest, as she told Town and Country, is history. I just got goosebumps. Good for her. Is Ansel Elgort really singing in West Side Story? Oh my gosh, I have goosebumps. Okay, like his co-star Zegler has done with Maria, Ansel Elgort, is that what we say? Is switching things up from how the role of Tony was previously played on the screen. In the 1961 version, Richard Bymer's voice was dubbed by Jimmy Bryant for all the songs. Wait, so is Natalie Wood's voice dubbed? Was her voice dubbed? I skipped that part if it was. You don't have to go back. It was. Oh, really? I always thought Natalie sang. Okay, who knew? But Elgort is going to do the singing in this remake. He sang on screen before in shorter pieces, including this riff-off with James Corden and Jamie Foxx. This is interesting. So who knew West Side Story was all dubbed, and now we have people actually singing. Ariana DeBose is really singing in West Side Story. Tony-nominated breakout star is definitely singing for the role of Anita. She's a major rising star in the theater world. First getting noticed for her role as the Bullet in Hamilton. I don't understand. What role, is she the girl that pretends to be the Bullet on stage in Hamilton, Anna? She was in Schmigadoon. She's a school marm and adorable. Yeah, the dancer. She has gotten famous for playing the Bullet in Hamilton. That alone is fascinating to me. Interesting. Okay, she moved into the leading lady with A Bronx Tale and Summer and the Donner Summer musical. Even got a Tony nomination. That's crazy. And she was in the Netflix adaptation of The Prom and Apple TV's Schmigadoon, which I still haven't seen. So obviously she's going to be singing. And David Alvarez really singing. Is he really singing? The role of Bernardo is more of a dance heavy role than singing heavy. But actor David Alvarez is more prepared for both. He's one of 2 Tony winners in the movie's cast, having won a Tony alongside Trent Cowlick and Carol Kulish in 2009 for their work in the musical Billy Elliot. He definitely sounds a little different now than he did 12 years ago, but it's really him singing. This is nice. Is Mike Feist really singing? Now, Anna actually did theater with Mike Feist, which is really exciting. Another West Side Story cast member, another Tony nominee, Mike Feist, who plays Riff, is more than capable of pulling off the iconic Jet song and Cool. He's a theater vet who made his Broadway debut in Newsies and earned a Tony nomination as part of the original cast of Dear Evan Hansen. Now, what's cool is that Anna knows someone in the original cast of Dear Evan Hansen, Mike Feist, and I know someone in the original cast of Dear Evan Hansen. That's why we were brought together on this planet. I think I saw oh, how crazy. Someone was holding a Michael Feist sign when I got off the plane, but I didn't see Mike. Oh, how crazy. Anna thinks she saw his dad at the airport on Wednesday night. That's so funny. All right, Rita Morano. She's my girl, y'all. I still haven't talked about this Netflix special documentary on her. I need a day to talk about it. Is Rita Morano really singing in West Side Story? You don't hire an EGOT winner. I don't know if y'all know what an EGOT winner is. So EGOT, yeah, Sheila's saying this is interesting. She never knew this. Me neither. It's when you win an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. That's an EGOT winner. There's not a lot. It's a pretty coveted thing. But legend Rita Morano, her, was in West Side Story. Can you make it a little closer, Anna? Sorry. This font is just really weird on the screen. So it's hard on my eyes. I don't know why. It's just really yeah. Thank you so much. So how do you have her in West Side Story and have her not sing? Morano did some, but not all of her own singing in the 1961 film, for which she won an Oscar for her role of Anita. This time around, she plays Valentina, a new character for the new film, who is the widow of Doc, the drugstore owner, and she gets to sing one of the musical's most iconic songs. Wow. So yeah, we're gonna get to hear her sing. I didn't know she was gonna do that much in the film, actually. I thought it was just gonna be like a cameo, but this is a legit role, which I'm so glad that they're doing. Oh, this is exciting. Very exciting. Don't worry, it's coming up for you to talk about. Oh, good. Is it coming up today? Yeah, it is. That's hilarious. That's really funny. That's so funny. Okay. So you guys, let's go on to Fishy. Yes? Fishy. Michelin star restaurant receives brutal review and goes viral. What? Michelin star restaurant. You know what I really want to do? As Anna pulls this up, I really want to go to the Michelin star restaurant that was the #1 restaurant in the world, and they became a vegan restaurant. I feel like I just got really dark. I'm gonna see if I can move this light. Is that better? Everyone's like, you should have done that 1,000 years ago. Okay. That became vegan. I want to whatever. Is there? Oh, okay. Sorry. I have another game if you want to play about whether or not people sing in other movies. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Let's play a game. Let's actually play a game. It's Sheila and it's me. I'll play. Nathan's off to work. So I'm here. It's quick. Great. Oh, no, that's perfect. Absolutely. Ba-ba-ba. Sheila's in. Did they sing? What year did these characters time travel to? Oh, that might be the same under thing. Whoops, forgot to change it. Okay, Zac Efron and Hairspray. So did they sing? Did these actual actors sing in these films? Zac Efron and Hairspray. I'm going to say yes. He was in High School Musical. Yes, Zac Efron sang. I say yes. Sheila says yes. I say yes. Yes! Well, he didn't provide the vocals for High School Musical. What? Zac Efron didn't sing in High School Musical 1 or 2, but he did sing in Hairspray? That is shocking. That's a catfish. We all fell in love with Troy. Oh my gosh. Oh, Peter's here. Thanks, Peter. He's just been a lurker. Peter says no. Peter said no. But Peter, you're right for High School Musical. Jeez. That is shocking. That feels like a cat. That's a total catfish. We all thought Zac Efron sang in High School Musical. Wow. His voice was mixed with Drew Seeley. He sang in the third one. When High School Musical went on tour, they replaced Zac with Drew. It was a shock. Wow. Good morning, Davey. That is a shock. I can't get over that. Okay, we're ready. I'm ready for the next one. Russell Crowe. That's just mean. In Les Miserables. Les Mis. Was Russell Crowe singing in Les Mis? I got to say yes, because it was awful. If that was his dubbed voice, it's like Jar Jar Binks. I'm going to say yes. 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 He did sing. Yes. Sheila got it. Peter got it. Anna says, yes, every single person in the movie sang live on set. It was bad. Here's the thing. Bro, they shouldn't have let it happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I blame Russell, but I don't. It's like they hired him. They were there. They listened. They continued to film it. They could have stopped it. It was an amazing movie. I have to say, the way that they did Les Mis, I think everybody was super nervous when, I mean, who takes on Les Mis, especially as a film? But it was really fantastic. And seriously, everybody has said if Russell Crowe was not there, it would have been epic. They said it actually kind of made sense that Javert, because he's so awful, that his singing was awful. I hadn't thought about that. I had not thought about that. That is interesting. Okay. I'm going to watch that movie again with that lens. I'm going to watch it with that lens, that Javert is such a horrible human being. He's a sociopath. He is a sociopath. So that makes sense. That is a good point. Yeah, now we're all going to rewatch that movie. Stars is such a beautiful song. It is such a beautiful song. But I mean, what in Les Mis is not? Did you know that the composer, the guy who wrote all of Les Mis, I think he did the music and lyrics, also did Miss Saigon. Those are his only two. And I love Miss Saigon. So if you love Les Mis, you're gonna love Miss Saigon. Okay, Rebecca Ferguson in The Greatest Showman. Did she sing? Rebecca Ferguson. Did she sing? Sheila says yes. I think she did sing. Wait, in The Greatest Showman, Rebecca Ferguson plays the Swedish opera star he kind of has the affair with. Is that what happens in The Greatest Showman? I didn't like The Greatest Showman. Sorry, everybody. It wasn't my fave. So I don't remember anybody. Oh, and that's hilarious that it's another Hugh Jackman film. But is that what we're saying? She's saying never enough. Neither did I. Yay, Anna. So yeah, we're guessing yes. Peter says no. Anna, no. Everyone does their own singing, with the exception of Rebecca Ferguson, who plays Swedish singing sensation. Oh, that's right, Jenny Lind, and has a show-stopping number that brings lip syncing to the height of art. Then Peter goes, there has to be a no answer eventually. But why would you do that? Like, why hire, if that's the whole point of this character, is to be a singing sensation? Why would you not hire the woman that's actually singing? Also, who is that? Who actually does the actual fantastic singing in that film? Yeah, get a good belter in there. Okay, Ansel Elgort in West Side Story. Everyone should get this. Yes, he is singing in it. We just found that out. Sheila, wow, that's Hollywood for you. But seriously, like, that doesn't even make sense. Good morning, Mike. Hello. Yes, he sang portions of Maria live, but most of it was playback. Interesting. Oh, of Maria. Maria. I just met a girl named Maria. Got it. God, that's crazy. I can't get over that. I'm not a Greatest Showman fan, but I have a problem with that. And that poor woman who actually was the belter. You know what I mean? It's kind of reminds me of like Little Mermaid. When Little Mermaid came out, like, everybody knows who played Ariel, because we were all like, who the flip is that? Who is that? But you know that Ariel isn't a real person. She's a cartoon. You know what I mean? So we all knew that. And so she gets credit. Of course, I can't think of her name right now. Isn't it Paige something? I think her name is, right? Paige. Who sang Ariel? Sheila says, I can understand if it was like the 1950s, but come on, right? Between The Voice and American Idol, we got plenty of people that could sing. You know what I mean? Sheila has so many feelings. This is a hard day for us. This is a very much of a catfish day. Anna, you were crushing catfish day. Hussein, good morning. Hello. Okay. And Anna says that was the only song she liked in the film, was the one with the belter. It's super modern that the Disney princesses are voiced by the same actresses for speaking and singing. It is super modern. What was her name? Can we look up who played Ariel? If possible. If not, it's fine. But I just can't remember her name. I almost said Paige Davis, which isn't true. Anyway, So, okay, fishy. Well, I can skip the Michelin star thing because I know we're kind of running out of time. Because no, I guess we have enough time to do both of these. Um, but I really want to talk about Rita Morano. I just really want to talk about this, but there's no one here. Allison Sweeney laughing out loud. I don't know what that means. Hello, Law. Good morning. Oh, sorry. Jody Benson. Jody Benson. Okay. It's so wild, the Michelin star. Okay, throw up the Michelin star thing. Oh, she played the original Annie. Oh. Okay. Oh, gross. That's disgusting, Anna. What is this? 27 courses, very little edible. Ugh. Review of Michelin starred restaurant goes viral. Would you want to eat foam served in a plaster cast of the chef's mouth? That looks disgusting. That looks like an egg that exploded. Where is this? A Michelin star. Okay, you're going to have to make this a little closer, friend. A Michelin star is one of the most desired, seals of approval in the restaurant industry. Absolutely. Earning one is a big deal. I have a friend whose brother just earned one in DC. He's a chef in DC, and they just got their Michelin star this week. And so we were all like, it's a big deal. Whatever. We know what a Michelin star is. Okay, so Meet Bros, which is in Italy. It's the only Michelin starred restaurant. Really? Travel writer Geraldine de Ruyter was drawn to visiting the restaurant, having heard rave reviews and good things about one of the youngest chefs to receive the star, Isabella Ponti, as she told Today Food in an email. The restaurant is also led by Chef Floriano Pellegrino. Okay. Quote, I'm pretty used to experimental cuisine. And I've been to a few Michelin star restaurants, she said. So I was anticipating something a little unusual and fun. I was not expecting a 4-hour hunger-induced fever dream. There are very few Michelin stars in the US. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Here are some of the photos I took to add to the story. So this is what she says. Okay, she and her 7 friends, they were viewed, and there is some vulgar language, so I will not say that obviously on the air, but they consumed in 4 hours 27 courses, and she said it made me feel like I was a character in a Dickinson novel because I cannot impart this enough. There was nothing even close to an actual meal served. This is bizarre. Also, she's adorable. Oh, look at them laughing. Wow. This is really funny. Okay, so what did they get? With lines like, it's no surprise the reviews have now gone viral. Officially Bros website offers 8 13-course meals. DeRuyter says their party counted 27 items during their visit. Her review captures surreal things, perfectly skewers the pretentiousness that oozes from the eatery's performative dining experience, kind of like the citrus foam that oozes from a plaster cast of the chef's mouth in one course. All of the 27 offerings were tiny, strange, overly fussy, and nearly all were served cold. Amassing 2 dozen of them together amounted to a meal the same way amassing 2 dozen toddlers together amounts to one middle-aged adult. That's a funny comparison. She's a good writer. God, that's funny. Among the itty-bitty courses were edible paper slivers, shots of vinegar, a tablespoon of crab, fried cheese balls with rancid ricotta, a partial scoop of green olive ice cream. She said, I thought it was going to be pistachio. That's catfish. And of course, the plaster cast with foam. We can't get over that. We can't get over that the chef plastered his mouth. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. Oh my gosh. She said things went south immediately. They were led to a cement cell of a room with music by Drake pumping through invisible speakers. This is like the movie Eyes Wide Shut as like an eating experience, or like Clockwork Orange. Like, this is bizarre. She said, quote, it's as though someone had read about food in restaurants but had never experienced either, and this was their attempt to recreate it. I love her. She seems fantastic. Sheila says health code violations, question mark. Exactly. There's no menu, just a QR code linking the video featuring the chef talking about many things, but not food. Servers do not explain what's happening. Guests who try to stand and take a break are scolded to return to their table. Food allergies are responded by not serving the allergic some of the time. When you're served I can't say it, reconstituted. I don't even know what that word is. Orange slices with an actual orange. The actual orange is only meant for decoration. This is ridiculous. Dessert, which came after the party, hadn't realized, which came after the party hadn't realized they had already been served. The main course featured a marshmallow flavored cuttlefish shaped object and quote frozen air. Stop. Which melted before it could be consumed. You need to stop. That is not true. They serve people frozen air that melted before it could be consumed. How is this real? This is like what with the guy with the blank canvases. They were led to the Bros laboratory where TV played extreme sports and the chef gave them comically tiny slivers of fake cheese. She said, I ended up drinking an entire bottle of wine, so I was mercifully drunk. She was drunk. Here's the blurry Polaroid of us in front of the restaurant, which weirdly looks like something out of a vampire movie. It looks like Eyes Wide Shut, which nobody watched that. What was the cost of meal? Oh, good question. How much did all of it cost? Between $150 and $225 per person, which is not expensive for a fancy, like sit down coursed meal. That's really cheap, actually. Peter says, just asked if they could, never asked if they should. And so like dry ice, I have no idea, Peter. I cannot handle this. When the party left, they were handed Bros balloons and a Polaroid of them. Were they drugged? Like, were they roofied? Was acid involved? This is fascinating. Later posted on social media by 119. Okay, so was it a prank or does Bros believe in its own hype? Quote, they're either comedic geniuses or sadists. And hey, that's fine. If that's what your audience is expecting, but we sort of wanted to eat dinner. Could you imagine how upset you would be? You're in Italy and you're not fed and they give you a balloon? Omar, good morning. Welcome. That is crazy pants. I am dying. This is insane. That's what Anna's writing, and I'm with you. Okay. When asked for a comment, the Bros rep responded with the following extremely on-brand, quote, declaration by Chef Floriano Pellegrino, which we are reprinting in its entirety as they asked. Can you make that? They sent a drawing. They sent a drawing of a man on top of a horse, and it says, being able to draw a man on a horse does not make you an artist. Is this from the chef? Chef would like to answer the following, starting from a drawing. So he drew this? Okay. The result of your talent can be beautiful to look at, but it's not art. Drawing a man on a horse is the same as making food. Many people are able to make good food. Your grandmother could do it. My wife does it great. McDonald's knows perfectly how to make a hamburger that almost everybody likes. It's true. And the pizzeria around the corner does their job perfectly. Preparing food that is light is like making a drawing of a man on a horse. It is not that hard. But most people will admire you. Some people are great cooks that make spectacular food. They've studied the history of food making and have taken years of lessons to make great dishes. The artist of this painting of a man on a horse has done the same. He's like the owner of a 3-star Michelin restaurant, a master chef. What? Oh, it goes on. Oh, that's a painting. Isn't that Washington crossing the Delaware? It might be. I don't know. It's probably Italian. Why would he send a picture of Washington? The problem with this artist is that many artists have made paintings like him. I admire the quality. Sheila says he doesn't answer or address the issues. I hope he does at the end, but you're right. I admire the quality. It's well done, but I'm bored with spectacular paintings like that. The Louvre and the Prado and the Hermitage, I don't know how to say these words, are full of, I'm just going to say the Louvre. The Louvre and the Metropolitan Art Museum are full of this stuff. It's impressive, but it's shallow. Really fantastic art is shallow. Contemporary artists are looking for new horizons all the time instead. They discover the unknown. They doubt everything, including themselves. They research every boundary. Then they challenge the concept art itself. What is art? What is food? What is a chef? What is a client? What is good taste? What looks beautiful? What is a man on a horse? No, it does not continue. Oh, Anna, stop it. Does art have to be beautiful? Not necessarily. It has to challenge you to understand. If it's beautiful too, that's even better. Contemporary art does not provide you with answers, but offers you great questions. Contemporary cuisine should do the same. A chef should not offer easy answers, but challenge you with interesting questions. Contemporary art is not easy. The contemporary artists ask you to think about beauty, to doubt yourself, to trust his creative process, to follow his ideas. That is how revolutions are born. Here at Bros, we strive every day for avant-garde. So it was intentional. We have undertaken the risk since we decided to return to our territory after international experiences. We invest to revolutionize it and we make it grow with us. We know very well where we are and what we are doing. We would rather be attached to our work and to the technical aspects of it. How can we respond? Only with our menu. Because we are better with food than with words. We are used to talking with facts, working hard. We thank Mrs. Blank, I don't remember her name, for making us get to where we are and where we have not arrived. We are out of stock for limonamino something. Thank you very much. Wow. Okay, Sheila says, right, art may not have to be beautiful, but food should be edible and good. This is crazy. Guard, good morning. Wow, that's insane. That's insane. That is a catfish. You go in for dinner, like you want to eat dinner, like, and that's fine. But then at least all I have to say is, yeah, especially in Italy. Anna says, what? Wild. Yeah, we're running out of time for Rita Morano. That is crazy. Here's the thing. I'm all for art. I love art. And I can even dig some contemporary stuff. I just need a little guidance. Just a teeny bit of guidance. Like, just help a sister out. You know what I mean? And yeah. And just kind of help me. I feel like they should have explained it. I feel like you should be upfront. You should be honest. You know what I mean? Like, you should. I think that's the whole catfish thing. It's like, just be real. Just be. The cost was only $125 to $250. You know what I mean? For 27 courses, 4 hours. I've been to coursed meals and it wasn't even close to that cheap. I mean, because they're very, like, usually very expensive. That's pretty cheap. But they didn't get anything. Like Peter said, they got dry ice. Like, what did they get? Like, they got nothing, these people. Whoa. That is crazy. You guys, what a way to end going into Friday. I hope you all have, amazing weekends. Anna says, it's like what Barbara was saying about the show. She's sure if we heard the explanation behind everything, we would completely understand the reasoning. That's true. I think communication is, I get the whole art thing, but let's communicate with each other. That's all. Just a little explanation would be nice. You guys, I've got a weekend in New York City. My husband and daughter are flying in. We're going to stay at the TWA hotel and we're going to be off and running, doing all sorts of cool stuff in New York. So I'll have lots to talk about on Monday. I can't wait to hear about Disney from Sheila. And I can't wait to hear what Anna is doing this weekend. You guys, thank you for tuning in. Don't go anywhere. Well, you can take a break because the Anthony Davis show is at 12 o'clock Eastern. And then you've got your Pal Hallett too. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you 8 a.m. Eastern. Don't forget to live every day. Bye.